Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Moscow in Russia. So it's a totally different environment than my Mexico videos, but I'm super excited to shoot here. This will be my first video that I'm filming here. And today I'm going to use a camera that I haven't used in a while, and some of you even asked me if I sold the camera. No, I haven't, and it's this one here. It's the Hasselblad X-Pan. It's still here, as you can see. But the camera has an issue. That's the reason I haven't used it since, I don't know, last year, October, November. I have to get it fixed, but I have a workaround for it, but more on that a little bit later. And of course I need some film, and this film that I will shoot today is a film that I got from one of you, who was kind enough to send it over to me to test out. And it's a film I have never ever shot before, and I had no idea that it even exists. And it's a very rare, and it's this one. It's Fuji Super HG 1600. Probably expired like ages ago. I mean, discontinued ages ago. Expired specifically, this one is in 1996. So it's 25 years expired. That's why I will probably rate it at ISO 100. Not sure if it was stored in the fridge or even in the freezer the whole time. So I will probably, just to make sure, I will probably rate it at ISO 100. So overexposed quite a bit. But that should give me some decent results, I hope. Fingers crossed. So yeah guys, I would say without further ado, Fuji HG 1600, Hasselblad X-Pan, Moscow, let's go. Developing and scanning was kindly provided by Carmen Sita Film Lab. If you want to check them out, the link will be in the description box down below. Let me quickly show you what the problem with my X-Pan is. On the take-up spool there is a small knob that is supposed to help wrap the film around the spool. But for some reason it's not gripping the sprocket holes, and therefore the camera will not load any film, which is really annoying. In the past, once in a while, it took me a second or a third attempt, but in the end it always worked out, and most of the time right away. Now, my fix for the situation is to use a little strip of tape to tape the film leader onto the spool. I use tape that isn't too grippy, because otherwise it would probably put too much stress on the motor when the film gets rewinded into the canister after finishing a roll. This works for me now, but I definitely need a permanent fix for it. What do you think about the film? Considering how many years ago it expired, I think it turned out better than expected, but you can clearly see that it isn't fresh film. Rating it at ISO 100 was a good call, I would say.
Smile.
Alright guys, taking a break from shooting here at the Red Square, and I have to say it's a lot of fun shooting here in Moscow. Especially shooting the X-Pan again, even though it has some problems, but it's not a problem when I'm shooting, it's only the problem is only loading the film. I have to find a place that can fix that. If you know some place that can repair the X-Pan and maybe, or you had a similar issue, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I mean, I will continue shooting here, and a little bit later I'll talk you through the settings that I'm using on this beautiful day here in Moscow.
The light.
That was my first day of shooting in Moscow, and it was great to get a first impression of the city. For a big city like this, it wasn't very crowded, and from what I've heard, it is because in summer a lot of people leave the city to spend time in the countryside. I don't know if you could pick this up in the video, but over there the guards, because obviously they are sweating because they're directly facing the sun. The guy comes up and then patting away the sweat, which is, I mean, it's pretty cool actually. I had no idea that they would do this. When I saw these guys, I was like, oh my god, this must be so tough, staring directly into the sun. At least their eyes closed, but still, I know if you're looking into the sun the whole time, even with eyes closed, it's, I don't know, it's not the best experience to be honest. So. Yeah, man, I think this shift they have is the toughest one. I think in the morning might be a little bit easier on the eyes at least. Alright guys, let me quickly run you through the settings that I'm using. I mean, there's not many settings because it's a film camera, but I was basically shooting everything wide open at f4 because when I'm shooting the film at ISO 100, yeah, I might run into issues in terms of shutter speed, so that's why I'm basically shooting everything wide open. Most shots zone focusing, so I pre-focused to a certain distance. I mean, I roughly knew before taking a shot what distance I will shoot, so I dialed it in. Or if there was enough time, I used the rangefinder in the camera. So that's basically it. And I used for shutter speed aperture priority because the metering in here works pretty well, so there's no way I could do it better than the camera does. So I let the camera pick the shutter speed and I dial in the aperture. That's pretty much it about the settings. Alright guys, don't forget to check out my street photography zines. That helps out the channel and allows me to make more videos like this in the future. And now let's have a look at my favorite shots from this episode. That's it for today's episode. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. See you in the next one. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.